Fodder just one half a cycle of. Fodder was a big part of CYN with EC3 and Adam Scherr.
That's exactly correct. It became a big part of AML wrestling, being in the locker room, helping him agent and helping him teach and train up some of these young upstarts.
And this is something I'm going to want to talk about right now, is the experience just on the women's side of this card, of this bout. Angelina Love, seen an Impact Wrestling knockout champion multiple times. Arie Alexander's got a tough plate here as a full plate against Angelina Love, who is very well, at one time, even today, probably one of the best women's wrestlers to ever do it.
Absolutely right. Her teaming back in the day in TNA with Velvet Sky and the Beautiful People. She's been around the way, been around the block. She's a veteran of this business and of this sport.
That also shows you her experience in tag team matches, which, that putting together with this mixed tag, does that give the advantage to the Psycho Boy Fodder and Angelina Love?
And here comes Brian Pillman Jr. and Arie Alexander as they make their way into Triad stage.
High energy.
The blonde hair is just flowing, ladies and gentlemen. The people are loving Pillman Jr. here tonight.
There is a lot. I'm smelling bleach up here, and it's going to be a good one.
So, for those of you at home that don't know, Brian Pillman Jr., second-generation wrestler.
Absolutely.
His father, Brian Pillman, the loose cannon.
Absolutely.
WCW,
right.
ECW,
Absolutely.
WWF, WWE.
The only man to be under a contract with two companies at once.
Especially in that era when all of them were fighting, trying to get ahead, and Pillman was the man to do it.
Pillman Jr. here trying to fight and get ahead, showing off his lovely lady here, Arie Alexander. But Pillman looks like he's jacking up a little bit. Brother looks stout.
Oh, that's sweet. That's cute.
That's psycho.
That's a Hallmark moment.
That's psycho.
That's a Christmas one.
Just lick the sweat off your man's face. Just
if you
lick
won't
the
do it, who will?
bacteria seeping from your pores.
In this match, guys, not only is Angelina Love well-traveled, been in Impact Wrestling with all kinds of accolades, she's the most veteran wrestler in this match.
I was just about to bring that up. Sometimes we often see in these mixed tags, it's the male of the situation or the boyfriend teaching the wife or the girlfriend how to do things and how to wrestle. But honestly, it was probably Angelina Love coming up with this game plan here tonight and Fodder and taking a back seat. She said, honey, just let me drive the bus. I'll get us to where we need to be.
Now we're gonna see what happens when Fodder and Brian Pillman Jr. lock it up tonight.
I think this is a first-time matchup. I might be wrong for that, but at least from my eyes and my viewing point of what I see, this is the first time we're going to see Brian Pillman Jr. and Fodder lock up.
Fodder, I believe, only 3 years in the wrestling business.
Super, super young when it comes to being in this business, but already so well traveled. When you're chiseled from like a Greek god, you're going to be going places.
Well, and he had the opportunity for the while he was in CYN to learn from guys like EC3, Austin Aries, Braun Strowman. So he's a sponge. He's soaking up all of that knowledge that those guys have to impart on him.
And being with Angelina, they're on the road together all the time. So every time he's learning more and more. Every minute he's in the car with Angelina, he's learning what to do in these matches.
Same thing for Pillman Jr. though, showing a little bit of just a little bit of comedy for himself. You went down, ha brother, I seen it, step on over. He's learning from some class veterans, some Class A talent that drew a lot of money in this business in each and every locker room that he's going around.
And that is the key to succeed. Sometimes it's just listening to those guys in the back, the veterans of this business. And like you said, that's what Pillman has done here. Listen, learn. And you said about Fodder being a sponge. Pillman Jr. is the same way. He's absorbing every bit of information he's getting.
Huge chop from Brian Pillman Jr.
Swing and a miss by Fodder. Now he's paying for it in the corner with another chop by Pillman Jr. And a third one. Fourth. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
And head first to that second turnbuckle right there.
There's the power that Fodder's got right
No
there.
doubt. The
Just
strength.
grab a man by the back of the head and force his face into the turnbuckle.
Yes, there's padding, but you can still feel the steel behind it.
Absolutely.
When someone would whip me into a corner and I would hit the buckle, you feel it on all 3 points of where you see those turnbuckles, all the way down to the backs of your calves.
And it's a lingering effect, too. It's something you feel a couple minutes after you hit it. It can kind of offset your game.
Here's Brian Pillman showing that craftiness, that quickness, and agility. A little bopski. Tagging in of Arie Alexander. Swing and a miss. Big right hand.
They're teeing off on Fodder.
Little love. Little endless love.
I can't believe Fodder was going to hit a woman.
I can. I'd do the same.
Huge arm drag by Arie. Nice drop kick by Pillman Jr. Now this team has them rocking and rolling here at Triad Stage.
Oh, I didn't need to see that.
A little chef's kiss, a little cherry on top, if you will.
But when Angelina and Fodder did it, you were disgusted.
She licked the man's face.
That's love.
That psycho love. That's what I said early. Huge drop kick. See, that's why you don't do it. That right there, Seth. Look what it cost you. Look what it cost you. Pillman Jr. and them did it exactly when they were supposed to. They had the match right where they needed to. Everybody was outside.
Whoa. Pillman's in the face of Angelina Love, and Angelina Love does never back down from a man.
She caused the problem, Seth.
What problem?
Oh, boy. See? Now things are breaking down in the favor of Pillman Jr. and Arie Alexander. Now you give them another kiss, Seth.
You know, I'd like them to get this back in the ring, and we could have a nice tag contest, which we were trying to have until Pillman Jr. and Arie Alexander took it outside.
Now you want to have a tag team match when it's not swinging in the favor of the people you want it to. Is that what I'm learning? I am literally, that is legit what I'm calling you is biased and hypocritical.
Look at that by Fodder.
Huge forearm from Fodder.
Beautiful. Pulls him back into the ring there.
Takes him in old school and hard way. That's definitely something he learned from Angelina Love right there. Huge clubbing back. Fodder is trying to regain control of this match, get it swinging back in his favor as another just show of strength. Throwing him into the buckle.
And I do think between Brian Pillman Jr. and Fodder is the stronger and a strength perspective in between the two.
Brian Pillman is the quicker of the athletic, so it's kind of, you know what I mean?
They'll even out.
Exactly. Pillman Jr. trying to battle back, but Fodder just keeping in control, keeping it on his side of the ring, cutting that ring in half.
And Pillman Jr. is in a corner he does not want. This is what I want to see.
Huge, perfect neck breaker, met with a
One
second
for her.
one. Huge double drop kick, tagging back in Fodder.
And that's what you got to do in these matches is those frequent tags are how you win tag matches. It's keeping both of you fresh and ready for whatever needs comes your way.
You get hit by Fodder. Fodder tags in his wife. His wife comes, smokes you one time. Now she's choking you on the side of the rope.
And Fodder's checking on Hunter Sharp, making sure everything's okay there.
Pillman Jr. is going to have to do something to tag in this girl. He's got to get Arie into this match, Mike.
You know, Fodder there with the mud hole stomps in the corner, just trying to keep Brian Pillman down. We've not seen Brian Pillman pull that high-flying card out of the deck for himself just yet. It's coming. It's part of everything that he does. It's what his offense is based on. It's gonna come, but Fodder's doing everything he can to make sure that he keeps him down.
Fodder's playing a very smart game, keeping Brian Pillman Jr. as our friend James said, dividing the ring, keeping him on his side of the ring, in his corner, and him and Angelina have literally done very well dissecting Brian Pillman Jr. in this match.
And that's exactly based off of Mike's point earlier, talking about the arsenal of Brian Pillman Jr. He has that high-flying athletic style that needs to be flying and soaring through the air to keep his opponents down. But when you keep that kid grounded, he loses a lot of his arsenal that he has, and Fodder's exploiting that right now in this match.
Fodder putting all of his weight on Brian Pillman Jr.
Pillman trying to fight back with the rights and the lefts, but another clubbing blow by Fodder, whipped to the rope. Nice catch, nice C of a net breaker for Pillman Jr. Now's the time.
This may be his only opportunity to get to the other side to tag in Arie Alexander.
He needs the fans to get behind him to use that energy, but Fodder right there in the center. Donkey kick to the chest with the tag to Arie.
Here comes Angelina Love.
Duck and a miss, but met in the middle with a clothesline. Now Arie Alexander battling back. She has it exactly where she wants. Catching a foot, sweeping a leg.
She ate that one.
Huge gut wrench suplex showing the strength on the women's sides. Got the triad stage rocking and rolling. This is what this team of Pillman Jr. and Alexander needed. Huge clubbing soccer kick to the face, hook at the leg.
And Fodder going to interfere once again.
Fodder saving the day, pulling Arie off the top of his wife of Angelina Love. That could have been it.
That's not okay. You can't.
Huge super kick by Pillman Jr. knocks Fodder to his feet.
And look at that.
Angelina Love showing her veteran presence there, finding a spot.
Pillman eats a post. Angelina's got Arie.
It's just down to the two women of this match. Fisherman has her on top. Oh my God, clubbing foot to the breath.
And Fodder has Pillman Jr. out. Referee Hunter Sharp was kicked by Angelina on during that turn.
Oh my God. You talked about Fodder not hitting a woman. How about smoking her?
I love this. This is my highlight.
Whoa! Pillman Jr. saving
That's
the day.
not okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this ain't okay. You cannot.
Oh my God. Huge German by Arie Alexander to Fodder.
Unbelievable strength by Arie Alexander.
But she has to turn around. Look at Angelina Love.
Oh!
Huge bicycle kick to the face.
She grabs referee Hunter Sharp. She hooks the leg there. Beautiful.
What a win for Psycho Love.
I told you the experience would play a factor.
That's exactly right. The veteranness of Angelina Love. Never, ever take your eye off of your opponent. She gave her just the amount of time. Now she's trying to put the seal to it.
Yes,
The cherry on top of Pillman Jr. with a kendo stick to the back. Smoking.
The ref needs to get that dangerous weapon out of his hand.
The match is over, bud.
Exactly.
But
Be sportsmen.
Fodder brought it into the match.
Did he use it?
He tried.
He didn't succeed.
He tried.
Oh, can we please get this off?
Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Oh, my
He's
Lord.
trying to save the lady's life,
I mean,
Seth.
Jesus. Have some compassion.
Compassion. This is disgusting. Can we get a camera back on Psycho Love? I want to see what they're doing.
You can hear the fans and their admiration for Arie and Pillman Jr.
Unfortunately, just a moral victory for
Correct.
Junior and Arie Alexander.
Because in the record book, it's going to show Psycho Love 1, Arie Alexander and Brian Pillman Jr. 0.
I'm really learning to not stand you.